I think when men feel the need to like assert themselves and be the one in control and have the final say, it comes from insecurity. It comes from a place of weakness. It's good to believe that you deserve good things in life, that you have skills, that you have promise, that there's hope for the future. It might be built on nothing. It might be totally unrealistic, but it's important to have those beliefs because they can give you energy, they can give you purpose, they can give you meaning. You know, the world is a tough, mean place. People want to bring you down constantly. It's not easy to create a film or a book or anything like that because people are so damn critical. Too much awareness of your bad qualities can like paralyze you, right? So sometimes it's good to believe that you deserve good things in life, that you have skills, that you have promise, that there's hope for the future. It might be built on nothing. It might be totally unrealistic. But it's important to have those beliefs because they can give you energy, they can give you purpose, and they can give you meaning. If we understood everything about ourselves as an animal and our basic drives, we'd probably all kill ourselves, to be honest. So yeah, it's good to lie to some degree and to feel that you're worth something and that you have goals and that you can reach them. A lot of people, when they lose that, it's very sad, and they're too realistic. They go the opposite direction. So we either overvalue ourselves. God, I'm so good. I'm so brilliant. People love me. We overvalue ourselves, or we undervalue ourselves. I'm just a piece of shit. I'm not worth anything. I don't even deserve to be alive. That's equally wrong as well. It's not the truth. But so if you become too realistic, it can bring you down and you won't you won't have the energy to accomplish anything. So you have to have some degree of self-love, which is the origin of narcissism. I say there's the healthy narcissist. The healthy narcissist does love themselves, is self-absorbed, but they're able to channel that love into art, into creating things, into a podcast, into a relationship. That's a healthy narcissist. A lot of really great artists, famous writers, painters, musicians, filmmakers are definitely narcissists, right? And you have to be to some extent because you have to be inside your own head, inside your own images, your own dreams, your own visions, and you believe in them strong enough. The world is a tough, mean place. People want to bring you down constantly. It's not easy to create a film or a book or anything like that because people are so damn critical, right? They want to bring you down. And so you have to have a lot of self-belief in this world to get ahead. You have to really be able to shut out all the crap people throw at you. My wife right now, she's a filmmaker. She's directing a film in Europe. She's dealing with all that stuff. And it's just so 48 laws of power, and I really feel terrible about it. But particularly in the film industry, which I know pretty well, people are awful. To create your vision of a film, you have to be very tough. You have to be narcissistic. A lot of business leaders are narcissistic because to get to the top, you have to have that level of self-belief and you have to have charisma. You have to be kind of an Elon Musk, right? Or like this guy, Dov Charney, who was the CEO of American Apparel. So a lot of high-functioning, high-level people are narcissists. Some of them can control it and they channel it into something productive, like a good business, like a work of art. Others are brought down by it because it's like a demon inside themselves, and it takes them over, and they can't control it in any way. It's a matter of degree, and it's a matter of what you just said, humility. So you can never know completely another person, right? You're trapped in your own body. You're trapped in your own mind. So you don't know the thoughts of the other person. You're often not aware of what they really think about you, right? So to think that you know someone is very dangerous because it's based on your own projections, on your own preconceptions, based on your own childhood, your parents, etc. So it's very dangerous to think that you know someone, that you have pigeonholed them, because people are complex. They're changing. They're never the same. You think someone is outgoing, but then they have introspective traits. You think somebody is mean, but they also can be very kind at the same time. People are complicated. You can't fit them into these categories. Everybody's an individual. Everybody's different. They have their own backgrounds, they came from different social classes, different ethnicities. It's arrogant to think that you ever know anybody. So you have to begin from this position, almost like Socrates, of complete ignorance. I don't really know them. And then you kind of can start to maybe understand to a better degree who they are. Now, I can't understand, or I can't be inside like my wife's skin. I don't know what she's thinking, but I can know what she's feeling. And it's a different thing because we are intuitive. We can pick up the moods of other people, but we don't usually, it's a skill that you develop, but you sense that someone is upset or someone's excited, and there's cues and you can feel it in their body language. And so you know in that moment when you said something, it upset them, and then you can analyze what happened. So I said something and I picked up upset body language. What is it that I said? Did I trigger an insecurity? Did I make her feel like she did something wrong? What is it? Then from that knowledge, you can begin to maybe understand her insecurities, her weaknesses, what her world is like. But the most important thing I like to say on that score is when you go to see a movie, you're interested in the character because you don't know them, they're a stranger, and slowly things are revealed about who they are, and it's exciting. You know, they're evil, they're good, they're a mix of these things. That's what makes you want to watch the movies, the characters involved, right? But we have a hard time translating that into real life. And I want people to think of the people they interact with as characters in a movie. They are strange, they are weird, they have their own fantasies, their own dreams, their own childhood traumas, their own childhood joys, right? And just as you get inside the character in a film, you want to get inside the skin of other people and understand what makes them tick and what their world is like. And it's infinitely interesting because people, as I said, are weird. They're strangers. They're like alien creatures, and it should be exciting to try and understand more and more about them. But never ever have the belief that you're going to know people completely. They're always going to surprise you. They're always going to elude you. There's an element of mystery you can never get behind. Young people, this is back in 2010. Imagine now. Have this idea that everything comes quick and easy because you can click, click, click and things come to you. That everything in life should be that way. That we're becoming alienated from the human brain and how the human brain operates, because the human brain requires time. If you know how the human brain operates, we have what are called neural pathways. And every time you repeat something, a neural pathway is created and strengthened and strengthened and strengthened. It's why we get addicted to things, but it's also why we develop skill. So if I'm sitting there shooting free throws day in and day out and day out, my brain is wiring it, it's learning that motor skill, that hand-mind thing, and it's getting better and better and better at it. It takes time, it takes repetition to build those pathways. And I explain in Mastery that you reach the proverbial 10,000 hours, which some people dispute nowadays. So it's just a number. It's not a fact. You've spent so long learning something that there's so many pathways. It's like this amazing inner landscape with all these connections going on in your brain. And now you can be creative. Now you can come up with things that nobody's ever thought of. You can play chess on a higher level. You can be Pele on soccer or Lionel Messi making passes that no one had ever seen before because you're not having to think, right? You don't have to think anymore. Your body just does what it wants. Imagine 20,000 hours, which is possible, just people sometimes attain in certain fields. You're almost like a genius. You're almost like superhuman, right? If you're someone who's so locked into the internet, to getting things instantly, you can't get past 100 hours, let alone 10,000. You're never going to develop skill, and you're going to find life really, really difficult for you. So I wrote the book because I was actually deeply worried that we were losing a part of how the human brain operates, something elemental part of our wisdom. It's not about passion. It's not about finding your passion. I actually don't like that word passion. It kind of makes me cringe, because if you think about it, passion, to succeed at anything requires time and effort and boredom and tedium. So let's just say a simple example. You're learning to play the piano. When you first sit down at the piano, you have to play these really insipid tunes. It's so boring. You have to learn, I forget what they call it, finger exercises and scales. On any instrument, you have to learn scales, etc. It's tedious, man. If you think it's got to be passion, forget it. You're never going to get far. The thrill comes after a year of playing the piano, and you get better at it, better and better, and now it starts becoming fun. Then 10 years, it's more fun. Then 20 years, it's fantastic. I'm not trying to name drop here, but the other night I had dinner with Stevie Wonder. It was the most amazing thing I ever seen. He's absolute. I wish I had interviewed him for my book. Speaking of genius, and he's blind, obviously, everybody knows. But I was watching him. He performed for us. We were over there with a group of friends at his recording studio. I was watching him play the piano, and he's blind, right? And he's improvising, and it's just absolutely brilliant and amazing. And as I'm seeing this, I'm thinking, I could see the thousands of hours he's been putting in, just touching these keyboards and knowing where the keys are. It was just mind blowing how amazing it was. That is the power that the human brain naturally has through hours and hours and hours of effort. That's how it works. So, he didn't get there because it was passion. He got there because he was a child prodigy. At the age of 11, he was signed to a contract with Motown Records, right? He was playing that as he was a kid, hour after hour after hour after hour. He had a love for the piano, but it wasn't like every time he sat down, it had to be passionate about it. He had the patience to put up with all of the boring stuff, okay? So you want to discover what you were meant to, what you have a connection to, what you have a love for, right? When you're a child, hopefully, or when you're 18 or 19 or 20, that's the best time to discover it, all right? You decide, and it doesn't have to be something highfalutin or worth, like intellectual. You could be great with your hands. You could be great with your body. You could be great with images and visuals. You could be great with words. You could be great in many different areas, okay? They're all equal. They're all great. You as a child are naturally, so there's a book I always recommend for people called The 5 Frames of Mind by Howard Gardner, in which he talks about the 5 forms of intelligence that humans have. Each brain genetically is wired in one direction or the other. You want to know that, you want to feel it inside of you. It's like a feeling. It's not an intellectual thing. You feel when you're doing sports that it's good. It's a natural thing. It's what I'm meant for. When you're involved with words like I was when I was 8 years old, it felt right. It felt like a natural fit. I have to follow this path. When you're 3 or 4 years old and it's music like Stevie Wonder and you're hearing this in your head, wow, that's it for me, right? Okay? You feel it. You feel this connection. All right, now you fast forward to when you're 18 or 19 years old and you're having to make a career choice. Okay, so I call that your 20s, the most important phase of your life. That's going to make or break you in some way. If you spend your 20s trying to learn skill in something that it connects to you deeply, right? Then things are going to happen to you by the time you reach 30. You've discovered your life's task. It may not be something so specific. For me, it was writing and words, but I didn't know what to write. I tried novels, I tried journalism, I tried theater, I tried screenwriting. But it gives you a direction, and you try and you try and try, and that's what you were meant for, that's what you were destined for. You feel connected to it, you feel a love for it, and so when it comes time to do the tedious stuff, you're able to do it because in the end it'll pay rewards, you'll get better and better at it, and the connection is so deep that to not do it would be miserable. So you can't think of everything in life having to be pleasurable and having to be passionate. There's going to be boredom, there's going to be tedium. How do I deal with it? You have to feel a greater love than just mere pleasure or passion. It's got to be something so deep within you that to not do it will make you deeply unhappy. For me, not to write or be a writer, I don't think I'd be alive right now. I would have been so miserable. I would have been so alienated from who I am. So that's what will get you through. That's what a life's task is.